Good morning to all of you. Your Beatitude Archbishop Hieronymus of Athens and all Greece, Your Eminence Archbishop Elpidophoros of America, Mr. Secretary General, Your Eminences, Your Excellencies, Revered Fathers, distinguished guests, we welcome you to Athens to this high-level international conference on religious freedom, human rights and democracy. It is an honor for the city of Athens to host global influencers, prominent figures of the Greek-American community, important individuals from all sectors of professional and intellectual activity, sharing a common code of communication and interests in orthodoxy and its active defense against any kinds of threats. It is also a great pleasure for Athens to host this first historic global summit of Archons, who are a stronghold in defending the ecumenical patriarchate and the faithful all over the world. In the last few weeks, I had the honor and the privilege of meeting the two enlightened religious leaders of the world, the Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew in Istanbul and Pope Francis at the Vatican, who are a source of inspirations for millions of people, two emblematic figures of unique global status who build bridges between people, support interfaith dialogue, promote peace in challenging circumstances, and undertake initiatives of particular importance for major contemporary problems such as the climate crisis. Your meeting today takes place in a critical time internationally. Fundamental rights, peace, and democracy are under strain in many parts of our planet. In Europe, after many decades, a war is raging for the third year in a row. In our broader neighborhood, in the Middle East, in another war, dozens of people, including women and children, lose their lives on a daily basis. Fundamental rights, such as the right to expression, are violated even on European soil. In Latin America, political opponents are massively murdered. In Asian countries, women are excluded from education and work, and even worse, executed in cold blood in the name of outdated beliefs and rules. All over the world, violence appears to gaining ground. The data is distressing. In Europe, 17 countries have seen a regression of democracy over the past 5 years, while the Middle East remains the most authoritarian region in the world. Half of the world's countries with a democratic constitution are experiencing a decline in democracy. Religious freedom is also among the rights being tested. In the 21st century, alarming signs of regression arise, having religion in its various forms as a common dominator. An emerging religious fundamentalism, which in some cases is similar to extreme radicalism, seems to threaten the liberal world openly. Christians, and especially Christian women, face extreme or high level of persecution in 73 countries. Data of international organizations shows that on average, as many as 25 churches and other Christian structures are attacked around the world every day. The percentage of the Christian population in the Middle East has decreased from more than 20% at the beginning of the last century to less than 5%. Under these circumstances, the efforts of the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople towards raising awareness about human rights and maintaining human dignity, protecting the environment, and promoting peace gain specific value. The same applies for the efforts of the institution of the Archons towards preserving Christian heritage and safeguarding against arbitrary actions at the expense of religious minorities worldwide, with the latest example being the conversion of the monastery of Hora into a mosque. Here in Athens, we would like to assure you that we proceed with absolute respect for human rights, complete acceptance of diversity, and a steadfast front against bigotry. I will quote and join my voice with the Ecumenical Patriarch who said, "If only we could think of humanity as a family and work together towards a future based on a common good, we'll find ourselves living in a very different world." Thank you very much.